All right, good morning and welcome to the ELEGBETETVRADIO. My name is Daffy Matthew. So going to love to call me the ELEGBETE one of. It's a lovely time for us to talk about sports today, and let's have some fun. Yesterday, I promised that today we're going to talk about the reason why it is easy for Nigerian-born sportsmen and women to choose other country or struggle to come play for Nigeria. And we're gonna look at the factors behind it, and we're going to talk about some of the things that happened in the world of sports yesterday, and look forward to the games that will go down in the Europa games today, time permit us. We'll also look at rumors around transfer players that your club or some other clubs are looking to sign, the possible destination of some of your favorite players. We're going to talk about all of that. And we're also open to you chiming in with whatever you think we should talk about, questions, whether it's sports or outside sports or personal. Let's get in on it. Today's Thursday. Thursday and Friday is always like that. It's general talk, so we can talk about a whole lot of things. Don't bring sex talk here. I'm not really good. I'm not a sex counselor, so that's not one of the things that I'm good at. Somebody sent me one long note about sex, all stuff the other day. Hey, Broad City FC, thank you for joining us on Instagram. So if you want us to talk about all of those talking points that you have, and then there's something you think we should touch base on, we will talk about it. Congratulations to the Super Falcons. They defeated their opponent yesterday, Cote d'Ivoire by goal to nil, and qualified for the African Women Championship. So they are true to the African Women Championship. What is next now for Nigeria is next month's World Cup doubleheader qualifiers. I think it's a 3 days window. We play the first game on Friday. It's supposed to be on Thursday. Play the first game on Friday in Ghana at Cape Coast, and then we'll fly back to Nigeria. No resting time at all. And then on Sunday again, we're playing at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. Well, yours truly, I will be there in Abuja when the players are arriving. You will see it. I will be there in the camp when they are in training. You will see it. I'll give you my diary, my daily diary, as I normally do on the YouTube channel. And there will be a few giveaway here and there. Remember, the quiz for yesterday's question to win the jersey by Taiwa Wani is still open. Nobody's giving me the answer, so you guys don't know it. They say Sheyi Olafinjana is the first coach of the guy. Sheyi Olafinjana is not a coach even in the first place. But hey, that one is still open. So if you answer the question, who's the coach? What's the name of the football club that Taiwa Wani played for that was trekking 2 hours to and fro, and then the name of the coach? That's the question. The name of the club and the name of the coach in one answer. That's all I need from you guys. You know the funny thing, the answer to that question is on our YouTube channel. If you go back and search for the interview that I had with Taiwa Wani, you will see it. Okay, it's part 1 and part 2. You watch it, you would get the whole details there. But hey, people just want to just say it. Some people said he's Bankole Adetiba. Bankole is is a director at Impera, not a coach. Okay, so all of those names that you guys are mentioning, Sheyi Olafinjana and Bankole are the two owners, are the two partners that own Impera Football Academy. They are not coaches, they are owners. Okay, so eliminate that from your head and then go watch the video. You will get it. Oh, my guy, my partner, my friend, my brother. I pretend it's Ideyo. I like the way you always say that thing, Ideyo. Okay, make me feel like I'm home, like in Warri, back home in Warri. Like, I say, why you there? Ideyo. Oh God, my mom is really gone. Okay, so that feeling is no longer there. Like somebody who calls me, like my mom don't call me SA. She calls me my nickname, like my father's nickname. and then she transferred it to me. My late father's nickname, she transferred it to me. Didi, I did yo. Thank you very much, I returned. It's I did bed also. Okay, so let's get in on all the conversation. And did you see Spurs? The inconsistency of Spurs there. Oh God, Pep Guardiola will be looking at that and say, "Thunder go fire on her. Thunder, I go fire her." So you guys can score 4 goals against us in our ground, and you can't even score to win against Burnley. Oh Lord have mercy. Football is strange, you know. Football is strange. And then look at the Leeds United that made Manchester United and their fans say, "Oh, they are back in the game. They are now on top because they scored 4 goals." Well, Liverpool made us understand that Leeds United is nothing. No, this is what I'm talking. Arsenal is playing Wolves tonight. We're going to beat Arsenal now. Tomorrow now, I'll not be quiet like Nkapi. But Manchester United got a draw. Okay, so yesterday in Champions League, it was a draw day. Manchester United drew 1-1 with Atletico Madrid. I thought that in that game, as I was seeing the game, if I'm wrong, correct me. As I was seeing that game, I thought that after Yafeli scored in the 7th minute, I thought that they had more than enough opportunities to put the game to bed. But you see, when you get a 1-goal lead and you keep finding the second goal, especially with Correa not really, taking the small chances, the half chances that he was getting, I knew that there was a pocket of chance. There was an opportunity that Man United would come back into that game. And indeed, they came back into the game. And, they even could have gone on to win the game. Okay. After Elanga scored that goal, Anthony Elanga scored that goal in the 80th minute, they had chances that could have changed the tide of the game, but that didn't happen. And Manchester United fan have created a song for Elanga. And, it reminded me of something. I was saying to myself, Remileko Oduni say, what's the question? Okay, I said we should talk about why you think Nigerian born players struggle to accept to play for Nigeria. That's the question. So what makes you think, what is it that you think that makes Nigerian players struggle to accept to play for Nigeria? To like beg them, caress them, romance them, smoosh them. What am I saying? I wasn't talking for here. Okay, before we can even get them to agree, to wear the national team jersey. It used to be the reverse. It used to be them John Fashanu coming to beg to play for Nigeria, Chris Armstrong, John Salaku, Ruben Agbola, and the rest of them. I know that these names I've just mentioned is so alien to a lot of the people that are watching on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube that they'll be wondering, these people that you're mentioning, are they human beings or they are science formula or so? But they are human beings actually. They are footballers Nigerian footballers that are born abroad. Oguche Doka Matthias, you say you're looking good this morning. Thank you very much. Man U and Atletico Madrid are not up there anymore with their inconsistent form. Thank you very much for that. That's on Facebook and on YouTube. I like you guys. I love you guys. You guys are like, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I would say my favorite sports broadcaster in the world. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Look at me now. That's the badge, right? Okay. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling right now. And Temi Pekerebia, I said Thunder. Heavy one for Tottenham Hotspur. Thunder. Like Ayelala. Urobogo say Aguara. And I can pursue Tottenham Hotspur. He said, looking forward to Napoli versus Barcelona. Okay, I'm also looking forward to that one. I want to see how they would play, but I think that Barcelona have a team now that you should respect. They are not the old Barcelona that they used to be, but I don't know. At that no camp, they just might swallow. Are we playing? Are they playing the no camp? No, they're not playing no camp now. No camp was the first leg. Am I confusing here? What's wrong with me? My head should work well. Like, this is football. I should know football off the cuff of my sleeve, like easy peasy. Okay, let me check. It's Napoli that is playing at home. No cap was 1-1. Okay, so at the Maradona Stadium, at the Armando Diego Maradona Stadium, Napolitanians are crazy. They are feisty. They create a scary atmosphere. Can the Barcelona players, who are always cheesy and babyish, okay, who don't like hostile atmosphere, they just believe that we should play football under our own rules, and sometimes the Barcelona rules doesn't really work well. Can they go to Rome, go to Naples, and wrestle the chestnut out of the fire? I'm a Nigerian. There's Victor Osimhen there. I love Barcelona. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are Barcelona fans, but you already know where my allegiance lies here. I want Victor, not only that Napoli should win, but I want Osimhen to score. If he scores, getting on the double, get the hat trick. Who cares? Let's just Barcelona fans, don't get angry with me, please. Don't just get angry with me. I don't. I really don't care right now. Okay, so I want them to win. And Rangers are playing against Dortmund. I mean, what's your take on that one? Dortmund lost the first leg 4-2, but the argument was that because Erling Haaland did not play, Haaland might be available for this one. But you see, the thing about this one is there's no away goal rule, so it is 4-2, 4-2 flat. Dortmund comes into this game, win by 3-0, and they are true. Wins by 2-0, and the game goes into penalty. Thank you very much, Judo Diagalo, for that message. Listening to us all the way in Saudi Arabia. That's nice. Okay. Zenit St. Petersburg plays against Betis in Spain. Sheriff Trespo, remember Sheriff that went to Madrid to beat Madrid? Well, okay, good. They are going away to play against Braga. Can they come back with a bragging right, or Braga will be too braggadocious for them? We will see. And then we have the game RB Leipzig playing against Real Sociedad. Somebody is going to commit suicide here. Talking about suicide, somebody I know almost committed suicide 2 days ago. That was strange, man. Lives are hard. It's never hit home close anyway. I've never really heard of anybody close to me trying to commit suicide or committing suicide. But that was close. That hit home very, very close. And I was pissed with her. And, I just went out and be like, no, you should be compassionate. And I won't lie, I wasn't compassionate. I wasn't, because it didn't make sense to me. Like, if you're in a marriage that's not working, walk away, don't kill yourself. The marriage is not working already, so if you kill yourself, the man will still go ahead and do what he is doing. Your death will not make the person change. That's what I believe anyway. I mean, I was raised the hard way, so guys, don't blame me. I'm not as compassionate or as emotional as you guys. You guys were raised differently. You cut off from a different club. I'm cut from a completely different hard knock life club. So, sometimes I hit it very, very hard. Sometimes, people, you shouldn't be saying that. You should be compassionate. I am not. Atalanta, the king of over 2.5. Okay? The king of over 2.5 are going away to play against Olympiacos Piraeus. Lazio play against FC Porto. That for me is one of the biggest match, just as Napoli FC Barcelona. I'm interested in the Rangers Dortmund game anyway because of Leon Balogun, Joe Aribo, Calvin Bassey, and the rest of them. But then my friend is assistant coach there, my very good friend Ray McKay is my assistant coach. I've been wanting to interview him for a while now, but I don't know. I've not picked a good day to do that. I think I would eventually have to. I'm still thinking probably when I get to Europe, when I go to Europe for this production, and I still might decide not to go. I mean, if I look at the cost implication means that we're spending too much. We just might hire a team and then we'll do those interviews remotely. Going to Europe is good, but you're not going to make a movie and make it at a loss. You're supposed to make it and make massive profit over the course of the period of time that you put it in the shop in the market. Okay, and then the final game is Dinamo Zagreb playing against Sevilla. Sevilla all of a sudden are having a shaky form both to Europe and at home. We hope to see how that goes. But then the question that I'm asking is Yomiti there. If you want to buy a very good looking plush apartment, Yomiti is the person to go to. Tunde not wife. That's my sister, okay? Hey, Julie, what's up? How you doing? Exactly. He will marry someone else. Yeah, I don't know. People that, why you been harsh? It's my cousin, okay? We grew up together, lived in the same house. You practically would have thought that she's my twin sister because we grew up together. We all my youth age, we lived together. And when the son called me, so let me tell you the story. She tried to commit suicide, right? Because, some scuffles happened in the house. The husband was the first person to see her. The husband did not even rush to carry her down. The husband went to the room to go call the son, who happens to be his own stepson, to say, come see your mama. That's tell you how much disconnect there is. And I said, look, listen, move out of the house as far as I'm concerned. Break up this marriage. All this, what people go talk, you don't marry that man again, you don't mistake. Forget about it. Some people, this thing called marriage just doesn't work for some people. It's like planting apple in Nigeria. It just doesn't work. It doesn't mean you're bad, right? It doesn't, I don't know, but it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just doesn't work for some people. Some other people, crazy, stupid, bad boys like me, who, I don't understand. I don't know what I even did to get a very good marriage anyway. So, but it just happens. And sometimes love too is the same thing. You're just one stupid idiot, and people will love you, just love you like that. And sometimes you're a very nice, good person. You're always looking out for people's interests. You're always doing the best for people. People will hate you. Okay, so I don't know. It's just that's not something to blame yourself for that. Oh, people will say, let them say what they want to say. That's their business. Yomiti, is a thank you for the quick and smart advert. No, I was saying invoice for me, bros. Don't tell me thank you. I'll send you invoice. You know that one. The name of my company is, if I mention that now, I'll definitely send you an invoice. Warrant Services, and we do interior design, not sell. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now that you've corrected me, please send your invoice. This is a global marketing that you've just done. So I mean, I'll send you my invoice and you will pay. There is this little matter of Arsenal versus Wolves in the race for the top four. So let's talk about the league table a bit. You know how one defeat, Manchester City defeat, and everyone said, oh, they're out of the title race, Liverpool is going to come. And Liverpool did not. Liverpool really showed the sign. This is looking like a Formula One race where, you know, there's that drag time, that's a thing that makes you not to overtake, but you're feeling the heat of the team that is chasing you from behind. So right now, Liverpool have cut the lead to 3 points. These two teams will still play. I put my smart money still on Manchester City. My smart money is still 100% on Manchester City to win the league title, right? But this is how I'm going to go with it. Let me explain that to you. The match between Liverpool and Man City could still end in favor of Liverpool, and Man City will still go on to win the league title. How do I mean that? Okay, they said to head. Man City won the first leg. Liverpool will win this. Could most likely win the return leg, and all that. But I think that somewhere down the road, but now Liverpool are really scoring good. Somewhere down the road, Man City now, because of this loss to Tottenham Hotspur, will go find out their second gear that they always find in the title rush, to start scoring those 5, 6, 7 goals, and then they will make up the goals, and eventually we'll see how it goes. But if Liverpool goes on to win it, top my half for them. I'm not cutting my dreadlock for that anyway. I dump my half for them, but my smart money is still all up on Manchester City to win the title. Well, I got a caller on the phone, so let's go straight to the caller and see who's there. Hello, good morning. Okay, somebody's calling me, somebody's disconnecting me. I don't know what's going on here. As my friend would say. Hello, good morning. Your name is what? Oh, Sean from Opik. Okay, talk to me.
Liverpool and Man City played good at first leg. They played 2-2 in their first leg.
Oh, that's true. Mosala.
Played 2-2 in their first leg.
Yeah. I remember. Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to your talk about players and African players.
Oh, yeah, I promise that, and that's going to be the major focus of the conversation as we go. I just want to take the other conversation out of the topic.
Okay, no problem. I'm looking forward to that.
All right, Sean, thank you very much. And I appreciate that correction. I forgot. Yeah, it was a 2-2 draw. Kevin Bryant and Mo Salah showing himself, doing all the things he knows how to do. But I still just put my smart money on Man City to win the title. That's my smart money. And I'm expecting them to make progress in the Champions League this season. But I'm also not discounting Paris St-Germain. I just think that Paris St-Germain wants to win the Champions League, and then everybody can now find their way and go. And then it will also make sense for a player like Neymar and maybe Messi, and then Mbappe would have won his Champions League, and that would make playing for Real Madrid I'm not going to say anything about it right now, but I don't think that it's going to go to Real Madrid and become like Cristiano Ronaldo. I just think that Real Madrid is about to sign another Eden Hazard. He might not get injured like Eden Hazard, but I don't think it's going to come to Real Madrid and lift himself above board. Because if hypothetically wins the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain, it doesn't strike me like a player who wants to win 10 Champions League. Who's going to feel bad that he didn't win it? Because there's already that thing about Mbappe. When you look at him, he's already feeling like he's done his football best. Like he doesn't need to do anything anymore. Okay, and most times that's for me is what I judge when I look at a player. Like, okay, is this guy motivated to go the whole 9 yards? Does he does it seem like I still have a point to prove? There's something I want to do. But then with this one that Paris St-Germain is offering to pay him Jesus Christ. Thinking about it is giving me a heart attack. £1 million, $1 million every week. God. Well, and this guy to make Shaggy sing, why me, Lord, why me, Lord, why me. Okay, so today not wife, nurse. I won't call you today not wife now. God forbid, you're not today not wife. Marriage needs two-way, constant communication, commitment, respect, loyalty, love, and money. I like the fact that you put money in this talk because I know better. To function well, in my opinion, Sha, you are 100% right. But me, I'm not gonna get money, but my marriage seems to be functioning well. I don't know. I just like something magical is happening in my space. Like the things that destroy other people is just making me go well. Okay, so let's talk about transfer update. I'm coming with a gist. Okay, I'm coming with that gist. And what's wrong? What's wrong with our airport authorities? What's wrong with our? First off, our airport is one of the most disgusting airport, the Lagos airport. Yeah, I know you guys will see me at the airport and try to delay me. Why is it that those people at the airport they beg too much? Like, why is it that they beg too much? Like you just come, everything as you're passing through the scanner, they're already begging you, they're already holding you down, whether you're flying local or you're flying international. Then they pay on a salary. God, let's just open a universal GoFundMe account for all airport staff. They do they beg. And then when you don't give them, they start giving you attitude, they start wanting to delay you, they start looking at your paper back and front, their eyes is not a scanner. What's wrong with them? Even people that go out to go and represent Nigeria, coming back, we treat them like they are. Amaju, this one, me, I'm calling my guy out this time. Amaju, why is it that you don't give the Falcons the same kind of attention, or probably have the attention? I know you can't give them equal, but have the attention that you give to the Super Eagles. It's pissing me off because what is the Super Eagles now? You're going to go and call that guy that cannot manage our economy, our naira well. It's one verse. Immediately, CBN governor who comes out with some mumu policy like who not go school. You say make contact to Super Eagles. You go and call down the table, they always do face like smart cookie way mama wakali for marriage. Make contact to Super Eagles. You go and call one with wear shiny shoe like who use cannon for made rob. Tony Elemelu. You go call them, make contact to Super Eagles. And Lagos State governor where Sadiq went out like a referee. We give wrong decision. Make contact to Super Eagles. Falcons. How much you not go there with them? You not go call this your guys who need support. Pass all the Super Eagles players, they get money pass. Okay, they don't get money. Let's be very honest. On the fairground. Well, they got money. They're hungry. So if there's anybody who need them, the same way they use all those your guys, they go talk to the Super Eagles. Call the women in government too, all those ladies in government. Call them. If you fear, say maybe they go talk, say you don't want to shine them. Use Aisha Falode to talk to them. But I don't talk to the women too. This is my own piece because at the verse, I see the guys. But then there's a video of the Super Falcons I saw. I also want to talk about that one. Like I want to get involved in all of this conversation so that people don't say, "Oh, that you are low-key avoiding this talk." So there was this. After the game, they were dancing and they were shouting "Oyibo, Oyibo, Oyibo," and it just clicked in my head. I was like, "Okay, bunch of black players surrounding one white player and shouting Oyibo, Oyibo, Oyibo." And it's fun, right? Flip the script. Bunch of white players surrounding one black player and shouting Blackie, 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 or nigga, 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 nigga. Fire did not come down. The rain of fire, okay? Let there be carnage. That was for the year now. So I'm trying to understand. That's why I always tell people that I don't understand people's ideology of racism. Because Oyibo is the N-word of black people. The word Oyibo is the N-word for black. Calling white Oyibo is like saying white person calling black person nigger. I'm just saying it. I'm just putting it out there so that we all have an understanding. In order to get understanding. Yeah. The way my pastors, all those pastors preach, I don't have a pastor, I don't go to church anymore. The way they preach it. Okay. Tunde head not nurse or Tunde head not wife. You don't live 30 BJB? Okay. And that's because Nigerians are too attached to corruption and top rich, I don't know, people instead of those who actually quality for the recognition. And Yomiti said, imagine, bros, if you just they come out as a footballer now with your skills and dead ball specialty, bros, I have passed that airport and I was so embarrassed that the arrival gate doesn't have like leave that one. When I came back from Cameroon in the night, they were using torchlights to let's not even go into that talk now. Let's not even go into that talk. That one's another part. 100% correct. We are all kind of racist in same way. Okay, qualify was what you want to say. Okay. So I'm just struggling to understand the behavior, but like I said, this is a market square. We have to talk. We talk. It's not your normal news, radio show broadcast. No, we all come here to talk. Some of these things are just not right. If it is because they're not paying them, let's do GoFundMe. Let's raise fund and be paying them. Let's just know that anytime that we are passing through the airport, you say, I have contributed. When you contribute to munch it and save it, we could also do GoFundMe for SAS. So that anytime you see that just upside, I don't contribute, I don't go collect for the fund, go collect for the fund. Because you have to learn to survive in different places. I'm tired of telling people, oh, in abroad, this is how it's done. We are not in the abroad, we're in Nigeria. So let's create the Nigerian way of solving it. We can use corruption to fight corruption sometimes. That's the way it is right now. Because, in medicine, sometimes you use virus to fight virus. Correct me if I'm wrong. Today, not nurse. Because, like, if they ask of nurse now, even though my sister that wanted to commit suicide is a nurse, you are very, very well educated, well informed, well traveled, well exposed nurse. You pay me say when you call Nigeria, will not see you SIM card, at the beef SIM card. But they say that my mother say pikin with the road, go shop food with the road. I was in Cameroon. So pikin with the house food, go shop in remote when mama cook for us. So I've got nothing to say. Okay, let's go into the transfer gist and see how it is. Manchester United are confident, like they get Omo Voodoo. That club, man. That club like is the worst club right now. If Manchester United is approaching your brother or your friend that they want to sign, would you advise them to do? Would you advise them like go and play for Manchester United? Remila Kowoduni said, what's your take in the EPL top 4 race? Man City will win it, Liverpool comes second, Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth. Chicken out, very simple. Okay, but after tonight it will be easy. Arsenal beat Wolves today. Top 4 is already settled. It's sealed. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Signed, sealed, delivered, and yes! Hey. God, why God don't give me the ability to sabi sing? Why? See, 2 things that God did not give to me. God is not fair. Singing and ability to dance. And my mom is a very good dancer. My mom used to sing in the native choir. Hey, ELEGBETETV already. Wow, Maruta, who's that? Oh, let's go. See, leave all these things. Now you run go Cameroon now. I mean, now walk, be, but we ain't go Gary, you suppose know this thing, oh. You suppose know. Oh, we ain't go Gaga. Those are my 3 expensive children and my fine wife. I need to work, oh. Nigerians, they help us. They will help you finish. They go broadcast around the world. Una get no plenty to you and a few persons. And say, hey, bros, I beg, post your take, because I won't enter. What happened? Bet Nigeria for this game. Money must be made. Hey God. Oh, for your time. My sister don't enter betting business. So boss, you can't have it all. Now so God did one. No, God gives some people everything, though. God gives some people everything. I know people with John Legend, God give her everything. Tell me what way John Legend don't get. Just name what way John Legend don't get. Kanye West, name what way not get. Jay-Z, name what way. I said, God, this is not so God did one, but God treat me. Even height, I not forget. Fine face, I not going to get. So I to sabi sing, I sabi dance. See Pokoli, they do all those things with the guys. And I came on the boy, yo. On a gun, yo. Hey, we'll do our brewery, yo. If I know the sound of the talk, you know, concern me. When I started to watch una Yoruba video, I didn't know what they talk. When I'm just anybody wants to face like Mokiwe Lick line, your business. Hey, Manchester United are confident landing their transfer target this summer, even if they fail to qualify for the. My laugh like that guy for Ghana. Man United already agreed they're not going to qualify for the Champions League. I go to Rumbe. Abia. Even if they don't qualify for the UEFA Champions League, with West Ham, England midfielder Declan Rice, 23, and Tottenham Hotspur, 28-year-old England striker Harry Kane on their shortlist. So Harry Kane will come up for Spurs. Say we'll go to that club, you can't go club where they play Europa. Harry Kane, your father, if you try him. Declan Rice, no worries, still no good day for you. Chelsea and Paris St-Germain are leading the race to sign French striker Ousmane Dembele, 24, on a free transfer when his Barcelona contract expires this summer. Arsenal face competition from Barcelona and Real Sociedad, and Sweden striker Isak Alexander. The thing is, if Barcelona and Arsenal are competing for this player will choose Barcelona. The only thing, but God does not answer prayer. That's the thing. God does no football prayer is not his. It's not in his forte. There's too much sin, gambling, evil, bribery around football that God does not get involved. God called me and told me a long time ago, I'm not involved in this football thing. You people should stop praying. I'm not involved. All those prayers, they pray, but in vain. I'm not part of it. I know they do Juba. I know they play Juba, football and Juba. I know they play Juba. Don't know what Juba is. You go ask your friend. To do and go low. I never said anything. Yes, I'm also thinking of bringing Mr. Paul to this studio for one show. Mr. Paul. Okay. You guys know him as Mr. Paul, the comedian. I know him when he was growing up in my house, in Warri, in our house, as Waidi. So I'm bringing Waidi, that Kogi boy. When I Warri grew up, I'm bringing him to this place. We'll talk rough. Daddy will talk nonsense. We'll do competition of who's have you talk nonsense first. Bros, those ones where you did mention go still get waiting then they seek from Almighty now. If your legend see they seek anything from Almighty God, Kukuruku go push for early morning. That'll be thunder. It's too fine. And my wife boyfriend. If John Legend call Nigeria, my wife will divorce me. So I know we'll call thunder for that. But Kukuruku go push her. Man, Kukuruku will get home. You go push her. Okay. Barcelona have offered Spain defender Cesar Azpilicueta a 2-year contract to join the club on a free transfer when the 32-year-old's contract expires at Stamford Bridge in the summer. Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur are monitoring winger Serge Gnabry. They want to bring it back to the Premiership. He don't play best football. If he come back and I'm not going to see good football from him, I can bet anything. After the 26-year-old German international contract talk with Bayern stalled and about to collapse, West Ham have taken up the option to extend English fullback Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson used to be a runner, and that's the one we know, but this is a different one. Ben Johnson's contract until 2024 to ward off potential interest from Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool in the 22-year-old. Spurs are interested in Athletic Bilbao and Spain goalkeeper Unai, not Emery, Simeon, 24, as they think about a long-term replacement for 35-year-old Frenchman Hugo Lloris, who choose to show his best form against Manchester City, but Burnley got them bumped. Okay, them bomb. Burnley bumped Tottenham Hotspur for White Hart Lane. That's what the matter just be. Former Liverpool midfielder Jorginho Wijnaldum could leave Paris St-Germain after just 1 year, with Atletico Madrid keen on the Netherlands international. Newcastle, West Ham, and Aston Villa are also interested in the 31-year-old. And they're happy when they measure Arsenal for this type of movement to all these Oyogbe player, all these old Omotogbe players, they call them for Arsenal. Leicester City could renew their interest in Italy winger Domenico Berardi if the 27-year-old decide to leave Serie A side Sassuolo this summer. West Bromwich Albion are targeting 24-year-old English midfielder Sean Longstaff, who played under Baggies manager Steve Bruce at Newcastle United. Former Hull City boss Grant McCain, who's 41, has agreed a deal to become manager of Championship side Peterborough United. Okay, Tottenham Hotspur are willing to sell Steven Bergwijn, right? Jose Mourinho's first signing. This summer with AC Milan keen on the 24-year-old Netherlands winger. West Ham United could tell a potential destination for Lille winger Jonathan Bamba. Okay, although the English club faced competition from Atalanta, Sevilla, and Bayer Leverkusen for the 25-year-old Frenchman. The Hammers remain interested in signing Arsenal and England under 21 striker Eddie Nketiah 22 in the summer transfer window. Roma will revive their interest in Arsenal midfielder Granit Xhaka at the end of the season. Isaka, I change the name to Saka, despite failing in a bid to sign the 29-year-old Switzerland international last summer. Brighton, Norwich, Southampton, Watford are interested in Chelsea academy star Xavier Simeon, who is 19, with the English midfielder out of contract with the Blues in July. Okay, let's see how that goes. Now let's go to the major talking point of today. I like to have that conversation. Okay, Ian and Samuel also the same Manchester United are already confident to land their expected target, even if they don't qualify for the Champions League. Sir, isn't that a precipice for failure? Would this make them compromise on an achievable goal of making? What is it up for the achievable? Does Man United look like a team that they beat Leeds United? Leeds United is losing to everybody. Leeds United is like the woman with the issue of blood. They are losing to everybody. It's not. There's no big deal there. Yeah, let me say that song. Would this make them compromise on an achievable goal of making the top four? This Man United is just so many years away from being title contenders. I'm sad. Ooh, sorry, bro. I'll send you quickly. You shall quickly. Don't quack, okay? King Fidel, the Oracle. Which type of Oracle? Now you they use. You they follow 13-year-old children. They do money ritual. Because I need to know now. I give all this title. Boss, I miss you. Keep doing what you are good for. You na Igwe Arsenal all the way. Thank you very much. All right. Let's go to YouTube. My favorite place. If you're not on our YouTube channel, you're not subscribed, you're not clicking on notification, you are wicked. That's just the truth about it. All right, so let's go there. Looking forward to Napoli versus Barcelona. That's according to Hybrid 10. He said, no spoil me with romance and Jesus Christ. You are right. No camp was first leg. Yeah, I got it. I corrected myself with that. Johnny Gaffar, this guy's been paying my bills since Jesus went and carried the cross from Ori to Calvary. Thank you very much. And I bring 10. And Roland, I like to call you Roland. Hey Rolande. So my Benin people they call him. I have a Benin grandmother. Okay, he said, Edafe, did you see how the NCDC treated the Super Falcons when they got home? Very embarrassing, shameful, disgusting, annoying. Okay, you be the man and you get mad on this Falcon issue. Thanks. Awolowo, tell me talk about that name. Awolowo got me into trouble some time ago. It was my early days in Brilla, and I went for an event and I was the MC. There's an impromptu MC. That's how you go and introduce names, not being like MC. So I thought the name was spelled Awolowo. I said Awolowo. Man, this man stood up from his seat, came, took the mic from me, and corrected me in the most embarrassing manner anybody has corrected me in public place. I was mocked and laughed at. And I said, for a journalist, I'm disgusted. And the fact that you live in Lagos is appalling. How can you pronounce my name like that? I'm not talking. You don't say who get microphone, I get power. Me. I respect my singer. Not saying I respect my singer. But that man, he had it coming. He could have just let it slide, right? He could just let it go. Like, could you just come in and correct me? So, no, my name is pronounced Sir. My name is pronounced Awolowo, not Awolowo, right? And every time we find I apologize, I'll be nice. Like, I remember when I went to pronounce the name Mobolaji, like, Mobolaji, they say, why I pronounced it? I forgot to. And the guy just said, so, my name is Mobolaji. And it was a word, very nice. But this guy wanted to run me down, dress me down well. And then he wore stockings on his native. His trouser was torn. But when I entered this man, when I took the mic, like I was speaking fault in everything he was doing till the end of the show. When I was done, his entourage came and like, Why now? Why did you do that? I said, well, your irresponsible guy dress me down to use me shine. You know what I say? To every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. I mean, they tell us, say, at the fair, I need to pay my transport. I don't even come here called MC the first. I came here to report. They all dragged me, go put me on the spot. And then this my call say, well, watch me. Well, that's how I learned how to pronounce the name all over properly anyway. Organja 13, he say Organja 13. He said, I beg, don't forget the on today's game or money must be no Europa, just forget it. If you want to bet, forget Europa. Europa is match fixing. And then they give people prediction for Europa. Europa is match fixing. Don't bother yourself. I'll be doing anything on Europa. I know they give prediction. Yes, I saw that. I wonder what Temi Tokwa said, Mr. Idafe. Good morning. This is my first time comment, though I have been watching for long. But must say you are doing a great job and keep it up. Thank you very much, boss. Thomas Bishop. Okay, I don't know where you put that. Divine. Okay, you say, boss, you're making the person beside me laugh so hard that she had to ask, who is this? You're doing a great job. Thank you very much. Person beside Divine that is laughing so hard. Don't wet your body. I'm just saying. No piece of body. Laugh. Too much laugh. Now the leg gas and liquid, the full body, they come out. So, okay. MC went wrong. Yeah, that's MC went wrong, but MC also won the day at the end of the day. So let's talk about the topic. Now, if you want to join in on the conversation, this is the best time. So you can send me your message on YouTube, send me your message on Instagram, and send your message on Facebook. But at the same time, you can send message on WhatsApp. It is 07025000069. And you can send me your message. You can call in as well on the show, 07025000069. Okay, bros, EPL top 4 race. I've said that before. I'm going to say it again. EPL top 4, Manchester City will win the league. Liverpool will come second. Chelsea will come third. Arsenal will come fourth. That's the top 4. Leave Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United to battle for who will win the Harry Kane spot. That's their business. Okay, so let's go back to the topic. I was asking. So a couple of last week we were in the UK and we followed the Guavon all through his destination. Flew from Abuja, landed in the UK himself, his brother, and his friend, also the administrator of the NFF, Dayo Nebiacho. Okay, that man, that's like the most hardworking person in the Nigerian national team that nobody knows. But when this movie comes out, you will know him. Okay, there are people in the national center that some of you guys don't even know at all. You'll get to know them when this movie comes out. That's the more reason why you guys should anxiously anticipate this movie. It's going to come out and you guys will love it. Okay, we all, and the general secretary too. I'm sure some people don't even know who Dr. Sanusi Mohammed is, but if there's really somebody running the NFL, that's the man. Okay, so we went to UK, ran around. First off, had a meeting in Amaju's house, London house, with the newly integrated player of the national team, talking about Ademola Lookman, who agreed to play for Nigeria. And, you know, like I always say, World Cup year, people can easily change their mind. But it's a World Cup year, and people believe that will qualify. Let's not forget that the Jollof battle is coming up next month. So that said, there was a good meeting. Joe Aribo was Leicester City's quartet trio of Wilfred the Kelechi Iheanacho, Lookman was there. There was also Ogoneka Table. There was, you know, quite a few other players that showed up. After that, it was to going around. They went to watch the UEFA Europa Cup game. That is in Europa a conference game, but the Leicester's continental game, and Leicester did well. Ademola Lookman made 2 assists. Wilfred scored 1. Was a fine game. They won 4-1. And then the next time he moved was at the Emirates. We were there to go see Frank Oyeka. Frank Oyeka was also at that meeting at the NFF president's house. So they wanted to see him, but unfortunately, Frank Oyeka, this play was an unused sub in that game against us. Having said that, we had a conversation on the show. Some people say, why is Mikel Arteta not agreeing to play for Nigeria? Why is Izzy not agreeing? Chidebere Izzy not agreeing to play for Nigeria, and a few others. So let me explain the reason why that is easy. That decision is easy for them. You know that life, like I've always said that many decisions, many things that we have become today are not decisions that we made for ourselves. These decisions are made for us long before we even have sense to understand the difference between right and wrong choices. These decisions of I always emphasize this. If you're born in Islamabad, if you're born in Saudi Arabia, 9 out of 10 you will be a Muslim. It's not a choice you made for yourself. It's a choice that the universe have already made for you. If you're born in Nepal, 9 out of 10 you'll be a monk. If you're born in India, 9 out of 10 you'll be a Buddhist or some Hindu or something. So it is what nature. The universe always makes choices for you. So you look at the majority of Nigerians who travel abroad, and they are still doing it. It's not something that I've stopped. Nigerians who travel abroad, because if you look at my children, so I'm going to use my daughter as a very, very good example. So as they're growing up, I always tell them about, oh, Warri, I grew up in Warri. So one day my daughter asked me, Daddy, how did you get this mark on your face? Okay, how did you get this mark on your face? And I said, it's my mom that gave it to me. And she said, where? I said, in Warri. Now, I didn't say it in negative form, but I just said in Warri. And the conversation ended there. And then, some few months later, and I told them that, hey, guys, we're going to go to Warri and spend 2 weeks in Warri. Who wants to go? I put them in the position like they're making the choice. And my daughter said, I'm not going to Warri. And my son said, I'm not going to Warri. Runa and Ruki. It was strange to me because I've always bragged about Warri. Like, my biggest achievement is I'm a Warri boy. Like, I'd rather give you my Warri boy status than give you my degree. Okay? So I always brag about it. And my kids are saying, I won't go to Warri. I'm shocked. It was rude awakening. And that brought me down to earth. It humbled me. And I was like, Rookie, come. Why don't you want to go to Warri? Warri is a very lovely place. And Rookie's like, no, that place that they cut people in their face. I was shocked. I was like, I have marketed Warri wrongly to these children. Oh, I've gotten it wrong. So I had to reorient them, reform them, tell them that it's my mom that did this, but this is not what happened to everybody in Warri, and I explained. My daughter ended up saying, if your mommy was not dead, I would have gotten a lawyer and I would have sued your mommy. Oh. And she began to say she's angry that I said she looked like my mom. Because my daughter is very, very touchy and emotional. So let me bring this to the footballers. Growing up, they grow up in homes where most things that they hear from their parents about Nigeria is negative. Like this seed of negativity about Nigeria is a useless place, it's a zoo, Nigeria, no, there are witches. It's just like village now. Many people don't want to go to their village again, not because the village is bad, but people don't believe if you go to a village, something will happen bad. So that thing is not natural. It's something that pastors, religion, let me use that word, religion fostered on people for a very long time, and they've come to accept it. You know how they tell you a lie continuously, it takes the form of truth. All of a sudden, village that we used to go so that we go and enjoy stories from old people, go and get water from stream, drink water from clay pot that is very cool, that is lovely and natural, the smell of clay and all that. It's not like where destinies are changed and all that. It's a lie. It's not such thing. Nothing like that happens. It's a lie. But religion has forced it to be true. So those children grow up from a pretty young age being told that Nigeria is not a good place. Oh, these Nigerian people. And you know how, let me tell you, most of the people in the abroad, not all of them, but most of them, 75% of them, you could just call them to want to have a conversation. The first way they will respond is, they won't beg me money now. They not get money. All the people there, they not get. We get money past them. If they go through it, they go through all of them, die. They don't get money. Some of them they work for old people home, they clean sheets, they clean diapers. This is what we're not going to do here. You understand? But hey, it's also respect everybody's also. But the way they react to an average Nigerian, their children says it. So these children grow up thinking that anything that has to be Nigerian is to stigmatize, is negative, is derogatory. They've not heard their parents talk of Nigeria in glowing terms, in beautiful terms. And I don't blame them anyway, because that's the way they see Nigeria, because it's all about perspective. They've not heard their parents talk about Nigeria in glowing terms and in beautiful terms. All of a sudden, they are not playing football, professional football. And then you jump out of the bush like all those London night boys or like pocket picker for some people's village. And then you say they should come play for Nigeria. The question is, what is their physical attachment to Nigeria? None. What is their emotional attachment to Nigeria? Next to none. What's the psychological or physiological attachment? I'm speaking English, I don't know the meaning. To Nigeria. It is next to nothing. So when these people say they don't want to be part of Nigeria, don't go on social media and begin to insult them and begin to call them names. The truth is, you would also do the same thing, because these decisions have been made for you knowingly and unknowingly by the parents that you grew up with and the stories that you've been told, especially when those parents are trying to get those foreign papers. God, you don't want to know the stories that people do. There's a Nigerian footballer who went abroad and said that his parents were killed and all that because he wanted to get paper. Remember, his parents are alive, so those things are very, very difficult to follow. Let me take this call. Hello, good morning. Okay, Sharon, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Go on.
But the first counts are very different. The first game of this team, most of them playing, if you want to play in France, what is that? They're playing for their country. They are different from our Nigerian people.
I don't understand what you said.
Because the first people country, they are different.
That's the point. The question is, now one of the things you need to understand is that the English people did not colonize us with the principle of assimilation. I don't know if you did that when you were in secondary school, government or social study. The French colonial system is assimilation, making you part of them. We're not part of the Great Britain. I'm one of the keynote speakers of the 3 days workshop. I mean, 5 hours every day since day before yesterday. It's going to round up today. The Commonwealth and UK Parliament. And we're speaking with over 600 people, parliamentarians, border workers, high commissioners and embassies. Let me tell you, the thing about the Commonwealth is we don't see ourselves as one. French people actually see themselves as French. And okay, there is a disadvantage to that. If you want to talk about that, what I saw in Cameroon, French-speaking countries are still in colonial rules, so it's different. Their central bank, I would rather take the Nigerian case anyway than take the French-speaking countries on. Their central bank is still domiciled in France. Some of them, everything, their government, everything is still controlled by France. Not like our government is not controlled by foreign people, but that's a different political conversation and context. Then there are more French players who also play for the French national team. In 1984, there was only one African player playing for the French national team. His name is John Tigana. By 1998, the number had changed. By 2018, there were more African players playing in the French national team than real French players playing. But you can't have that argument, because if you try to have that argument, French people will tell you they were never Africans in the first place. They are French because they were assimilated. So it's two different conversations. But let's focus on Nigeria. I've got just 1 minute before I run up. So that conversation, remember how maybe you're growing up, I don't know how you grew up in your house, but in some families, somebody will just come. There's always one auntie or one uncle in the family that they regarded as that person is a witch. Remember, that person has not done you anything. You don't even have affiliation. You don't know the person. But because your parents keep saying that person is a witch, you grow up and you see that person one day, and your first thought of the person is witchcraft. And if you see their children, or they even give you food you don't want to eat, because you've been told that the person is a witch. Now, there is no evidence to prove, nothing to prove that the person is a witch, but because you've been pre-informed. That's the same thing that happened with Nigerian players. So I think you guys should call them some slack when they are making this decision, because the decision to play for Nigeria is no longer born out of emotion. It's an opportunistic decision. Oh, my career has reached a place now where I know, okay, my beloved country of choice, England, I can't play for them. I want to add going to the World Cup to my CV. Not because I love Nigeria, not because Nigeria is important to me, not because I can die or take a bullet for Nigeria, but I just want to add it to my CV. And if this is the World Cup year and I'm available, and knowing fully well that it will also aid my next contract negotiation, I'm going to choose Nigeria. And if they qualify for the World Cup, hopefully they will select me and I'll go to the World Cup. So there's no longer right on that. And it's also what is giving birth to this whole concept of people not wanting to give their all when they are playing. Because there is a difference. If my child is in a burning building, I would run into it, not minding the consequence. But if another person's child is in that burning building, I will be outside and be throwing that pity party. Hey, can anybody help? I'm not that anybody. So that's the way it is for them. So when you see an Osimhen play like his life depends on it, because this is where it's come, like Yoruba will say, Omoibile, that guy sees himself as, hey, nigga, what's wrong with you? Wow. I mean, what's the big deal, right? So those are some of the things that you must consider when you put this conversation up, and you tell yourself, Jason, that some of us would and should have won, but you blacklisted us. It's all right. You will not win it. Peter, we know that you will not win it. Good morning, boss. Do you think FC Barcelona will make top four? Yes, I think they would. And Sheryl say, then thank you very much for the explanation, Sheryl. Okay, God bless you. This is where I would end the conversation. Let me read the last set of messages on YouTube. Eze Patrick is saying Liverpool. Get out of here. All I want to talk about is say, as Olise agreed to play for us, because this guy is the link we lack in midfield. Will be great asset to our national team. He hasn't agreed. Okay, Divine Tokoye say exactly. It's a business decision. I hope Olise and Eze make that decision. Well, when they're ready, they will make that decision. It might not be now. It might be maybe they're waiting till after the Ghana game to know if they have a chance, because it's like you said, it's a business decision. They're going to weigh their options and say, okay, do I have a better chance here? Would I go to the World Cup with this? Young Batango, they say, I can't love you less for your bitter truth. You have said it all. The way our religion makes us to believe our village is full of witches is alarming. We must begin to tell our children the truth. Please keep up the good work, sir. You keep on educating us free of charge. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday to you, and regards to your lovely and wonderful wife. He said you are a good teacher using your spot microphone to keep on educating us. Thank you very much. Akim Usari Adeni Yomi, he said, good morning, boss. That's where we'll draw the curtain on the show, the sports buffet today. Let's do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Friday edition, and tomorrow I will leave you guys to lead the conversation. So if you're coming on the show tomorrow, come with a topic that you think can be universally discussed. Don't come with a self-centered conversation. Come with something that you think can be universally discussed, like all of us can put our mouth into and have a very good dig at it. Now, the reason for that is, I'm trying to turn this show into a community. We all own the show. It's not just me alone. So if there's something you want us to talk about, and it does not necessarily have to be sporting topic. I believe anything you bring in, I can weave sports around it. Just bring it up. Let's discuss about it and make it a conversation around us. Thank you very much, Julie, for being a part of the show. I know how busy your schedule is. I know how committed to work you are, discipline, time, conscious, and all that. Thank you. That's Tunde Knots. Thank you very much for joining on the show. And every other person, Yomi T, and every other person. But Yomi, my invoice is coming. You're going to pay me $1 million for that advert that you did on my show for free. It's not free. Okay. This is where we hand over the baton to my brother and my friend, even though he get Pepe Body today, that we're not giving him the jersey. And those people who have the opportunity to win the jersey are not winning it. Well, I might decide to, I don't know. Okay, so I'm having this feeling that I should send the jersey to Roland. But Roland, I don't know where I have to send the jersey to you, even if I decide to send it to you. Okay, Gamara Valentine, he said Victor Moses was a flop in Nigeria World Cup because Nigeria was his first choice. We need to let Eze and Olise be. All right. Thank you very much for that last minute drop in. My name is Edafe Matthew Esogene. I've had a good time with you guys today. I don't know if you enjoyed your time, but if you did not, I'm sure I'm not responsible for it. It has to be Buhari or somebody else that's responsible for you not having a good time for the last 1 hour. I've had a great time. It's been nice. It's been sweet. It's been beautiful. It's been amazing and lovely. I hope we can do this and make it better tomorrow. Like I always say, I am a competition not against any other person, but against myself. I want to be better today than I was yesterday, and I hope to be better tomorrow than I have been today. God bless you guys. Next is Them Say Sports, the king that uses pidgin English to tell the story from what all the superstars are saying on the social media platform. Is Peter Ewanade, one brilliant chap that I know and I'm privileged to call my friend and my brother. Let's have a wonderful day listening to him. If you are listening via www.elegbettetv.com/radio, you would enjoy him. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Kayama, so we enter inside the Super Falcons camp after their game where they play against the Ivory Coast women, and they win 1 goal to nothing with a 3 goals aggregate, and they qualify to inside the African Women's Championship for inside Morocco.